It's a Friday and welcome to At Home with Chef Jean. Eto na naman po tayo. We're live on FB and YouTube and you can always come back to my recipes on YouTube anytime you want when you want to do all these simple recipes at home. Okay, so the title of our theme today is Three Little Pigs. Why Three Little Pigs? Kasi we have 3 pork dishes. And but before we start on that, I want to show you this hack. I did not discover this. I just wanted to show you some good food that I was able to have in a jiffy. Ito. Okay? Boiled okra, boiled eggplant, blanched pechay, and blanched sitaw. Okay. Why am I showing you this? Because all you need to do is, thank you Pure Foods ha, pinadalan nyo ako nito. You know, I tried this out and this was really great. I actually added, syempre, gusto ko kain lalaki. Aside from the beef that you had here, no, on the ready-to-eat kare-kare, I added some boiled kalyos and I added some boiled intestines. And wow, what a sensational dish I had. And, you know, okay, eto na. That's it. Ang kulang na lang, kanin at bagoong. Wow! I had this, taman-tama yung alat, taman-tama yung sweetness, everything. The beef was tender. The flavor was not overbearing like some kare-kares can be too peanutty. No, this was just right and just correct. And all you gotta do is just heat it up. Like what I'm doing. I'll put it on my vegetables. And I'll get some bagoong. I'll get some rice. And I'll have a beautiful Filipino meal. Okay? And when you're, you know, when you just want to have comfort food and it takes such a long time, you can count on this dish. I mean, you know, kare-kare. Okay? Itong kare-kare na to, may halo na to na goto. Pero dahil mas gusto ko ang more innards, I added goto pa and I added intestines that were pre-softened, pre-softened. So I'm showing this to you. May goto na sa tabi, may laman pa. Ayan, oh. Ayan yung goto. There's the goto. Okay? And there's the meat. Okay? So, you've got a good blend. Those who don't like innards, they can just put that aside. But, you've got a real good balance of meat and goto. Ako, I put a little more to give it a wilder flavor. Okay? More textures, I put in some intestines. No? Nilagyan ko ng isaw. Okay? So, ayan ang ating kare-kare. And, if you're in a hurry, what you can do is just get all of this, put it in the pan, and then serve it in a bowl. That's it. Ako, sineparate ko ng konti. Kasi, gusto ko ma-reduce ng konti, ilagay ko sa sentro para you can choose the vegetables that you like. Choose the veggies that you like. And you got a completely delicious, comfort Filipino food dish. Okay, so there. Okay, so while this is reducing, before I put it here on our our plate. We're going to do braised pork leg with superior sauce and sea moss. Yan. So watch it until the very end and please, paki-share lang po ngayon dahil tayo ay live. And then I'm going to teach you this very popular tonic food. Pampalakas, pampatibay, okay? It's called bakute. And normally in the evenings, people in Malaysia or people in Singapore would go and leave their homes, they'll take a short midnight snack of bakute and then come back home. And this is made out of pork ribs. So, and it's so simple to cook. Okay? So, ito yung ating kare-kare. As you can see, nag-separate na ngayon. Okay, here's our beef and here's our kalyos, our tripe. And I'm just waiting for it to, I'm just waiting for the beef to, how would you call it? The sauce of the beef to reduce. Okay. Little tired. Anyway, okay. Tonic pork rib tea. Okay? Bakute. You need 1/2 kilo pork ribs. Well, this is not 1/2 kilo. This is a kilo, but more in food, a little more is better for everybody. Everybody wants to taste this. Everybody watching right now live, okay, wants to sample this. So, okay, we will oblige everybody. Okay? And what do you need? Okay. You need your pork ribs. Okay? You need 1/2 pack sibut. You can buy this from Chinese groceries. It's called sibut. Yeah, it has tangkway, Chinese vanilla, goji berries, okay, jujube. Ito. This is what the essential pork rib is. You need garlic. Okay? You need ginger. Okay? You need onions. Lots of it. I love lots of onions on my pork rib tea, no, or stew. Okay, it's a really long braised pork rib soup, and then you have soy paste, okay, oyster sauce, crispy onions. Okay, this is crispy onions. Okay, this I use for my topping. While it's boiling, I put it on top. And then here's some cinnamon, cooking oil, white pepper, and salt. And that's it. Ito ang gagawin na natin. Oh, hi Janice! I miss you guys in Davao. I'm going to see you guys soon. When I travel, I'll be there at the end of February. Okay, so ito yung ating beef. Better not use this. I'll use the spoon. Macario Sakay. Wow. Named after my favorite hero, who is I wonder what this alias is. Who is Macario Sakay? Okay? If you'd like to reveal yourself, Macario Sakay. Okay. So, thank you for watching, Macario Sakay. Okay? I hope they don't execute you again because you are my favorite hero. And because of you, I took Filipino martial arts. I'm taking pala. It's not I took. I am taking. And thank you everybody to our Filipino martial arts community. Okay? And here is our first hack. I don't call it a food project because I really didn't cook anything. But this is fantastic peanut stew, kare-kare. This is our national peanut stew. Okay? Okay? And all you need is bagoong gisado and rice, and you got a fantastic meal. All care of Pure Foods. Ayan o, merong goto, merong meat, may beef. Hindi lang ako nakapagdagdag today ng intestines ko, pero gusto ko yan. I love it. Okay. Next, let's do the bakute. Okay? And let's simmer it while waiting because there's a lot of food that we're going to be cooking. Okay? So here's our bakute. And what I want to do is I want to get our onions. That's a lot, But you see, this is a really very full flavored soup. Very full flavored. And let's get some healthy chef oil. And I'm going to sweat those onions with some ginger and garlic. Wow, that's fragrant. I can just, I can just imagine how this soup is going to taste like in a while. Okay. Saute that. Get our onion to slightly brown. Give off its sugars. Oh, beautiful. Okay. And here are our pork ribs. Bakute. Okay, it's a tonic soup. Gives you more vigor. Makes you stronger because of the sibut. Here's our sibut. And here, you have the tangkwe, the Chinese vanilla, dried red Chinese dates, goji berries, jujube. And that is all going to go on this soup. Okay? Mamaya pag excrete nung aroma ng sibut, I'm gonna add the cinnamon, the 5-spice powder, the white pepper, and I'm gonna fill this whole room with a beautiful potpourri of spices. So here, you can see that the bakute is browning. There's already light caramelization on the pork. And we will continue that. We will brown it until we get the onions transparent. Okay? And please stay until the end. I'm going to teach you a nice pork pata, okay? And I'm going to honor my mom tonight. Very simple recipe lang of her baked pork spare ribs. You love it. It's so wholesome, it's so delicious, and it really reminds me of my childhood days. All right? you can see the onions are starting to get translucent. So they're just about to start excreting also more sugar, and eventually they're going to start the sugar from the onion will start caramelizing and will give the pork a sweet boost. Okay, I'm going to add a little sugar now to give more caramelization to our onion. You can see, yan, nagbabrown na yung ating nagiging light gold na ang ating onions. Our onions are starting to turn light gold, and the sibut is starting to excrete its oils, the herbs. So I'm gonna put our cinnamon. You can put whole cinnamon bark. I'm gonna put our 5-spice powder and our white pepper. And wow, if you're here, you can really smell this. This is really fabulous. And now that the onions are browning, okay, the onions are now browning, and our pork is also browning, I can now start adding our other flavoring agents for umami. Our oyster sauce. Okay. Okay, and we're going to, in a while, we're going to add also the dark soy paste. Okay, soy paste, you can use soy sauce also, dark soy sauce, but soy paste gives a vibrance, a nice shine to the soup, no? Okay, I can really smell the pork ribs. So this is the last ingredient we're going to put in our soy paste. And that's going to give color to the soup, a nice caramel color to the soup and to the pork. And we are going to hydrate our soup. There you go. And we'll simmer this until it gets very tender. Okay. All right. I think we'll need a little more water, just a little more water, because right now it's just right, but I want to put a little more water because we're simmering this and there'll be evaporation on the soup, and I am going to cover this. And I'm going to leave this aside first because we're going to do our Tita Pilar's baked spare ribs. So here's our bakute or our pork rib soup. Okay, we'll just let that simmer there. At least I'm guarding it right in front. And we'll do the Tita Pilar's pork spare ribs, okay? I normally buy these types of ribs where they take off the center liempo and you have this thin line of meat. Very tasty. Connective tissue. Very tasty. And what we want to do with this is to first marinate it in calamansi juice, soy sauce, patis. Okay? Calamansi juice, soy sauce. Okay, we have our patis. All right? And we have white pepper and black pepper. Okay? This is for marination. Soy sauce, calamansi juice. The calamansi juice helps a lot in tenderization. If you want to use a little soda water, you may do so. Okay? I'm putting in white pepper, black pepper. Okay? And I'm reserving some of that calamansi juice, some more of that calamansi juice in the baking portion of our okay, maybe I'll need a bigger pan for the rub since I'm going to be rubbing this there. Okay, I'll be using our non-stick baking tray. Okay, Kitchen Pro. And here is our soda water. There you go. Here is our soda water. And this soda water will really aid in tenderizing our pork. And we marinate our pork. And what else do we need after this? What we want to have is mango jam. So this is really a very simple recipe. When we want to remember people who have their own recipes, we honor them with their own recipes. And this is one I'm honoring my mom right now. There's a mango jam and calamansi and fish sauce and some soy sauce together with the mango jam. Okay? And with that, I'm putting in some black pepper.
May question tayo, Chef.
Yes.
Our YouTube viewers, if I'm free.
Okay.
If I don't have calamansi juice, what can I use instead? Tsaka, can I use Sprite or Coke instead of soda water?
Yes. Very good comment and probably a very good suggestion to our viewers. Yes, you may use Sprite. I would recommend Sprite. I've tried cooking with the Coke. I think I'd rather drink the Coke rather than cook with it for this recipe. I'm just saying for this recipe. I've made, maybe one of these days I'm gonna show you my Coca-Cola chicken. But okay, so you can use Sprite. Okay, you can use Sprite, and you'll have an equally successful spare rib. Okay. What else was asked, Francis?
If they don't have calamansi juice, Chef.
If you don't have calamansi juice, very easy. Use lemon juice. Okay? All you need is a little acid. And here it goes. You can see this that I'm rubbing the mango jam on the spare rib. Okay? You might think that this is going to be very bland because this is not going to caramelize the pork. It will, because we have our oven and we're going to brown We're going to brown it in our oven. Okay, I'm going to set this. I'm going to set this to up and down heat. Okay? I'm going to set that to up and down heat. Okay? And later on, we'll use the spatula and we'll continually baste our ribs as we open the door of the oven. We'll get some of the sauce excreted by the pork, and we'll continue basting it until we get that caramelized color coming from the sugars of the mango jam and the sugars coming from the pork. We'll just continually rub this. You know what, Enrico? I think they gave you the wrong pan because that's not gonna fit our little American Heritage oven. Maybe we can use a smaller pan. But I've rubbed the pork already, so we're about ready to go, and we're about ready to do our pata, which is gonna take quite some time also. So all we need is a baking pan. Pyrex siguro. Okay, as you can see, I've rubbed it already. This mixture of mango jam, soy sauce, fish sauce, pepper, white pepper, black pepper, okay, really requires not very much ingredients. Okay, we're going to dot this with how do you call this? We're going to dot this with butter. Oh, by the way, Enrico, you know what wasn't in the recipe, which my mom used to place, was some garlic. We'll have to rub this with little garlic. All right? If not, we're not going to get a full spectrum of flavor with such a simple recipe using only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 ingredients, 8 flavoring ingredients for this spare rib thing. And once you get this spare ribs and once you get it so tender, you cook it very slowly in the oven. Get it so tender, boy, you'll love it. You will love this dish. Okay, so I'll just wait for the garlic. I preheated the oven already. Yes, sirree. I preheated the oven, and the next thing we'll do is already the pata. Okay, can I have the silicone glove? I'm going to adjust the oven rack. All right. So here's our Okay, so Enrico gave me the garlic, and we're just gonna rub the garlic, and this really makes a really delicious rub, because you know you have the garlic, you have the pepper, and you also have the mango jam, okay, and the fish sauce. So this is really going to be quite flavorful. Okay, you've got the umami coming from the mango and the soy and the patis and the garlic, and that's it. So here we go. So I'm gonna put this in our pan, in our oven. And we are going to slow roast this. And we are going to take a look at this. We are going to take a look at this. I forgot the butter. We're going to take a look at this at the very end of our episode today, so that everybody sees how we brown and caramelize. We'll peep into it every now and then. We'll just peep into these baked spare ribs every now and then, because we want to make sure that the base goes on the pork and not boils the pork. Okay. Okay. So here's the butter.
Question, Chef.
Yes.
I got a microwavable steamer na Mastex brand yesterday. Can I use it instead of an oven?
I'm sorry, but I don't think you can use the microwavable steamer, because it is a steamer and it doesn't caramelize. The Mastex microwavable steamer is a fantastic gadget, but it's better that you use that for like dumplings, for like heating siopaw or kwapao or manto. But to cook this spare ribs, will definitely boil it. It will tenderize, but will not produce the caramel or the browning that you really want. Okay? I hope I did answer your question. That was a very interesting question. All right, so okay, so we've cleared some kalat, and look at our bakute. Wow. Wow, look at that aroma. Okay, that's our bakute. And I'm going to put it on medium heat, because we're going to slow cook it, and everything will be on a, we'll put this on hold for our episode. Okay, now we do pata. Okay. Now we do pata. Can you get a torch? This pata is rich in collagen and connective tissue. Okay? In fact, if I fry this now, I'll have crispy pata. But we want braised pata in a stew, and we want to put nice flavor into the pata. Okay? So we pre-boiled the pata. Okay? Threw off the first and the second boil. Boiled it for a third time and simmered it this time until it became tender. Look at this. Okay. Now, the third boiling came with some curry. Okay? You don't want to taste something blank. What you want to do is taste the pork, but not taste the swiney flavor, yung lasang barako sa pork, which is normally associated with pata. You have this swiney taste. So, you want to eliminate that. I put in the curry, and I threw again away the cooking liquid. Okay? Now, we're going to boil everything. We're going to saute everything. We're going to boil it and flavor our pata. Okay? Because it's wonderfully tender now. Look. Later, as we finish this, I can actually cut this with a spoon. Now, I'm using a torch. If you don't have a torch, use an LPG burner. Okay, or use a torch lighter. I just want to make sure that I don't have any more hairs on my pata. I don't want to feed my friends hairs. So, I just want to make sure, okay, if there are any hairy areas, you're done. Tapos. Okay, so there you go. No more hairs. And we start braising and doing a delicious stew on our pata. Okay? so. Okay. So we have an induction ready stove, pot. Okay. This is our induction ready pan. Okay, and I am going to be sauteing our pata. Do we have oil here, Enrico? Okay, so we've got some oil, some healthy chef oil, okay? And I'm just going to saute. This time I'm going to saute the pata. There you go. And we are going to do gentle braising on this. So what do we need? We need, of course, the trio: garlic, ginger, onion. Garlic. This is the magic trio of Chinese cookery and of Asian cuisine. Ginger. And onion. Kita ba, Francis? Okay, we're going to get our onions nice and translucent. Get the flavor together with ginger. Okay. Okay, we put our bay leaf. And we need some stock. Normally, superior stock is a mixed stock. They have a mixed stock. How do you make superior stock? Okay. Pork, chicken, prawns, mushrooms, and this is what you call a superior stock. Okay? And this superior stock, which is this, we boil them all together with leeks, onions, okay, carrots, and this will go with the oyster sauce. That's even going to add a flavorful dimension to our braised pata dish. There is a question.
Is it okay to use leftover crispy pata?
Very nice question. Yes, leftover crispy pata can be used and will be delicious because you have a caramelized dimension. Okay? And it's hindi kailangan ikahiya. It's not something you will be ashamed of using leftover crispy pata because in some restaurants, Chinese restaurants, they really fry the pata and they serve it that way. And I used to remember my friend chef John Ngo in the old Oriental Park in Timog, he had a sizzling crispy pata team. He had a crispy pata, put it on a really hot sizzling plate, and then he'd put in the pata team ingredients. Fantastic. That was really a good dish. Okay? So what is this? This is soy sauce. Ang konti naman ng soy sauce natin. Okay, so this is soy sauce. Okay, and what vegetables are we going to put into our pata? Okay, I'm going to put in some shiitake. You may put in other mushrooms like biling mushrooms. Okay, here's some water from the babad of the shiitake. Okay, and here is some, okay, rice wine. There you go. And we are going to pour a little more soy sauce on our pata and cover this up with more superior stock. And at the end, finish it with mixed vegetables. My mixed vegetables today, some chicharo, what do you call this? Bok choy, some pak choy, okay, Taiwanese type, no? And that's it. You can put other things. You can put asparagus, broccoli, cauliflower. Mix gives you a signature of what you want to do with your patatim, okay? And here is some soy sauce, more soy sauce, and I'm going to put in a little more salt and some sugar. And after that, we can put in already our superior stock. Here's our superior stock. I'm going to cover the whole pata, and we're going to simmer this close so that it tenderizes even more, and finish it with vegetables. And we have our 3 little pigs, our fantastic dishes for today. Here is our there's our spare rib. Okay, can I have a spoon, Marge, over there? Okay, I'm gonna just spoon over. I'm going to spoon over our mango jam sauce on our pork. Continually baste it on the oven. And our pork is starting to brown. Wow, this solid. Used to put this in my lunch box and or have this with lots of rice. Okay. Okay, so we just get about half a teaspoon of salt, sugar, sorry, half a teaspoon of sugar, and we are now going to let our pata. We are now going to let our pata simmer until the end of our period. How much time do we have left, Marge? We have 20 minutes. Do we still have river moss? Yes. If we have our river moss, I want to show you an ingredient. I'll get some river moss. Here is some river moss. No, I did not come from a beauty parlor or a barber shop. This is river moss. They call it sea moss. Looks like hairs. See, it looks like hairs. And I'm going to cut this up, and I'm going to put it on my pata. I'm going to cut this up, and I'm going to put it on my pata. And this adds more umami. It's a type of moss or type of algae that grows on rivers and is used extensively by Chinese. You don't need to have this. You don't need to use this, but just so I can serve you an outstanding and authentic patatim, okay? And you can do the rest by adding your own signature vegetables, okay? Let's do it, and let's do a proper one. Okay, wow, there you go, simmering, beautiful. And here's our bakute. Mmm. Everything is working out well. Okay, and of course, there's our hack for today. Our Pure Foods kare-kare with various vegetables. All we need is to get, later, all we need is to get, when we have dinner, all we need is, all we need is the bagoong and rice. Wow. And here, as you can see, I'm moving. And you have that collagen-rich broth, okay, being excreted by the pata. No thickening. If ever there's oil that comes out of the pata, you can use AA powder. You can slurry this, but right now, I don't know if we really need it. But there you go. Okay, I'm going to need the... I think we don't need the container. I'll serve it. This is beautiful. This is presentable. Okay, any questions so far, Francis? From our viewers? Where's the... Okay, I'm gonna spoon some more of this sauce. Whoop! Na-accident. Sige, bring it down. Bring it down, dude. All right. Well, when you're doing live, sometimes things go as planned, but no harm done. Our pork is still around. Look at this. Okay, we spoon over our sauce. Okay, and it's starting to brown already, so we might as well, we better continue this. And it's starting to tenderize. So, yeah, let's do it. Okay. Thank you, Enrique. Okay. Marami sa inyo nagtataka siguro kung sino yung cameraman, videographer natin. Baka maging crush nyo yan kasi iimbitahin ko isang araw para gumawa. One of these days, I'm gonna ask him to do his one of his specialties, which is tamis anghang chami, okay? From Quezon, because he's from Quezon. And he will show us his specialty, one of his specialties, because he's a really super qualified chef. And the reason why I have been asking him to do our videos because he has, you can see how good the videos are because he has the eye of someone who cooks. So that's it. That's we'll invite Chef Francis one of these days. Ang bango naman ito. Nagpasahin ka na ba? Okay. And I'm also excited with that spare ribs. Okay, so let's see if it's tender enough. Well, the ribs are not exactly the most tender portion of any animal, but as you can see how the ribs are doing okay. Okay, the fork goes through. Okay, so we're getting some really good tender ribs. We'll just need a few more minutes, and we're going to start showing you our tonic pork rib tea or bakute. Okay, bakute. Okay, then later after that we'll show you the patatim, and on the very last we'll show you Tita Pilar's spare ribs, my mom's spare ribs. So, yeah.
Question na tayo, Chef.
Oh, may question tayo.
Parang good idea din, Chef. Kung anong masarap, Chef, is it okay to use leftover sauce from these dishes and compared to dishes?
Oh my God! Yes, yes, yes. Again, that really points to a suggestion. Patatim, more often than not, you have leftover sauce from patatim. Okay? What do? Throw in more vegetables. Okay? Get a cabbage, cut it into half, or cut it in the middle, put in some mincemeat filling like a big siomai, and brace it on your patatim sauce. Leftover sauce, fantastic. Eto, bakute soup. Okay? You have extra bakute soup. Okay? What you do is you how would you call it? Pre-steam, or if you want, you flash fry a fish and then pour over some bakute soup. Okay? And slowly simmer it. If the fish is very strong, like bisugo, they have those big bisugos, very strong flavor, kaya yan because of the bakute. Or you can get a whole chicken, okay, and throw it into the tonic pork rib tea soup, and you have another kind of soup with tonic herbs. Okay, so that is very nice, very nice point that you raised, and it's a very good suggestion. Really nice suggestion. As you can see, look how rich the soup is with the excretion of pork and collagen. If you want your bakute lighter, less soy, you can do so. You can use, instead of 1/2 cup, you can use 1/3 cup of soy paste or just ordinary soy sauce. You want it really lighter. And of course, we have some crispy caramelized onions, which we're going to top over the soup later. And you have a fantastic dish. Okay? Thank you very much for pointing that out. Fabulous suggestion. Okay, we'll put our superior stock. Like I said, you know how beautiful Chinese stocks are? They have what you call a superior stock. Every morning, the superior stock chef is the first person that opens a Chinese restaurant. He dumps in ham bones or ham, chicken, pork leg. He dumps in maybe dried fish. He mixes all of this with some really nice vegetables like leeks, scallions, shallots, okay, carrots, and he comes out with the house secret, mushrooms. You know, superior stock, it's really a superior stock because it becomes the basis and the signature flavor of the whole house. And, you know, you should make your superior stock. If you have too much, what do? Okay, put it in a thick plastic bag, sealable, freeze it. And the next time, or freeze it into 1 cup portions, and when you use it the next time, you can make mami, you can use it for chop suey or all that. You have superior stock. You have a Chinese stock. So these are very useful for our home cooks. And you can make really good and flavorful food at home. Okay, so I'm again spooning over our our sauce, our mango. Nice. With that's mango butter, soy sauce, patis, white and black pepper. What is it, Francis?
Parang perfect na combination for a slow cooker.
Yes, yes. If you have a slow cooker, you're very busy, put it all in the slow cooker, and when you come back, you have a perfect meal. Have a perfect meal. Put it in a slow cooker. I actually have a multi-cooker, but because I'm so busy, when I wake up in the morning after I have my cup of coffee, sometimes I just have to go. But if you have the time, this is fantastic. Like slow cooker, you make bulalo, when you come back, wow, it's right there in front of you. You know, all you have to do is drop the vegetables and you have wonderful nilagang baka, bulalo. That smells really good. And you can see the amount of collagen. There's not much fat excreted anymore because this is the third simmering. See, there's really not much fat. And man, that is really flavorful. Maybe a little sesame oil. Okay. Okay, medyo mainit yun pero okay lang. Alright, so, let's show you our first food project for the day. Okay? And our first food project for the day is our bakute. And I would like you, because we only have a 1 hour episode, and because many of you have slow cookers and all that, I would like to show you our bakute, but I would also like you to cook this further because I want you to cook this to the point where the meat just separates from the bone. And because this is a pork rib stew, it is really a soup of vitality. People really love this. Do we still have green onions? Okay, so there is our bakute. And that's our bakute. And we put in some, like in a hawker stand, we put in some fried onions and we put in the freshness of chives. And you have a tonic soup. Keeps you going all day or keeps you going all night. Just fabulous. I love it. And we're getting a lot of that flavor coming from the sibut. You can get that tangkoy flavor mixed with your soy sauce and mixed with your pork. Okay? Really wonderful tonic soup. Really robust. That's really good. Napakasarap. Napakasarap. Okay, so bakute. Okay? Our soup from Malaysia and Singapore and of course Indonesia, whatever, Bali, all these Malay influenced areas. All right. Now let's see. Okay, just a few more minutes. I'm going to start adding already our sea, or what they call sea moss, but actually it's a river moss. Okay, I'm gonna add it already to our sauce. Some people don't like the appearance of this, so like I said, this is very optional. It will depend on the chef of the house. Yun, di ba? So what the chef of the house dictates. And okay, you may serve this right on the pot where it was cooked, or you can serve this on a platter, but you have to serve this with lots of its sauce and its gravy, because it is really a fabulously braised and most flavorful dish that you can ever have. And it's a little difficult because the meat is starting to, see, the meat is starting to collapse. It's starting to get really fork tender. Okay, here's the sauce. Like you said, if there's any excess sauce, you may get your excess sauce. Okay, I need a strainer type there. Okay, so I'm gonna put in our pak choy. Just roll our veggies into our pork pata. This is fabulous. Okay, I posted the pork pata dish the other day on my Instagram, and I had so much response from our friends. I had so much response from our friends. They were all mentioning that restaurant I described, which I used to go to, and I used to go on budget meals on there, where they have rice toppings, and they had this pata rice special. I was so surprised that a lot of people used to go there when they would be in the Escolta area. So here is our pata team. And okay, some don't like too many mixed vegetables. Nakakatawa, chachapsuyan sila. Okay, so I only put 2, minimal, but you may put more. Some people don't even put green vegetables. They put 3 different kinds of mushrooms. And there you go. That's our second food project. For as long as, you can keep the braised leg of pork, keep it in your freezer, and you've got you've got another wonderful dish. Look at when you say fork tender, okay, when you say fork tender, I am not exaggerating. There. See, when we say fork tender, there is no exaggeration. Okay, let's put this with the little sauce. Okay. And the meat just falls apart. Oop, I'm gonna cover that because I want to serve that looking good later. All right, so when you say fork tender, here's fork tender for you. No swiney wild porky taste, just really wholesome goodness. Okay? And how many minutes do we have left? How many minutes do we have? So that's our pata team, our second food project for the day. Oh, we have 5 minutes left. Okay. I'm going to bring this out. But before that, let's thank our friends, our supporters. And thank you very much, Masplex, for these wonderful coated, these beautiful coated pots and pans. Look at this. They're really super tibay. Okay? Super tibay silang lahat. And thank you, Kitchen Pro, for my knives, of course, for the utensils and gadgets that we're using. Thank you, Magnolia Gold. Today we use Magnolia Gold on my mom's spare ribs. Okay, thank you very much. And thank you, Healthy Chef, for our soybean and canola oil. Thank you so much. Thank you, American Heritage, for our oven and for our induction cooker. We've been using this. It's been so durable and matibay. You know, we've been using it for more than a year now. And yeah, we'll be continually using this. And for everyone, please, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your weekend. Biro nyo. We've been at this for more than about 3 years. And we have completed so many recipes. We have completed a whole collection of at least 300 recipes. You may watch The Kitchen Scoundrel. But like I said, before the end of the year, somewhere in August, I will present to you this collection that you have been watching. A whole collection of this with video. Okay? Thank you very much. Maraming salamat. Okay? And lalabas na natin yung spare ribs. Okay? I would have cooked this longer. I probably wanted longer cooking for my mom's spare ribs. But because kulang tayo sa oras, this is light gold, but I would have preferred it more brown. And look at these spare ribs. They are wonderful. And if we had cooked this further, and if we had cooked this to an even more browner state, you can imagine how wonderfully tender these mango spare ribs are. Look, oh. Look at this. This is really fabulous. And you can see each and every spare rib will be very tender. Napaka-tender niyan. Okay, so let's cut a piece. I want a taste of home. So let's cut a piece of this spare ribs. Wow. Okay. A little more cooking, probably another 20 minutes more of baking. Very simple, very straightforward. Acidity coming from the mango jam and the calamansi goes well with this pork spare ribs. And of course, that wonderfully balanced flavor of pork spare ribs. Really fabulous dish. Thank you, Ma'am. Alright, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat and enjoy your weekend. I know I'm going to enjoy it because I'm going, and I'm going to enjoy it because I'm going to cook with my group in the kitchen. Come and visit Cafe Isabel, and if you want quality, we're almost opening classes soon. Please come and enroll at the Center for Asian Culinary Studies, 175 M. Paterno Street, San Juan City, or Cabaño Avenue, Center for Asian Culinary Studies, Davao. Come and be part of the CECS cooking community and the cooking professionals that have made it and have their own establishments or are now well-placed here and abroad. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Happy weekend.